the riding system. So you can, for the single player, you can also smooth the camera transition like this, and from the character like this. A riding system as a camera transforms boolean this as well. So let's see what it does. So the camera will transition smoothly. So let's talk about this system. There's a I'm using the inheritance and the object-oriented programming principles very heavily in the system. There is the mount character. So this comes from the mount character class. This comes with this plugin, and this is a custom character class for the mounts. So I began with inheriting this mount character, and with this mount character comes these four scene components, two box collision box components, two scene components. I will show this with the example of horse, how I'm using them. So you see the horse. This is the mount area left, mount area right. When your character is in this area, he can mount. This is the location where he is going to mount from. There is also a scene component I'm adding. This I'm not inheriting. I'm adding the scene component and putting it to the mesh as a child. And this will be the rider location. You can just go to your skeleton and you can add a socket where you want, and you can name it rider, mounting point, whatever. This will be the rider location. So it will move with the horse, with the animal, with the mount. You can choose it from here. And at the beginning, there's a rider location in the mount character. This rider location default mount character variable scene component, and you will just tell the system that you are using this scene component as a rider location. So this is the system I'm using. This is the basic mount character blueprint. I'm using it with the ground mounts, and with the flying mounts I'm using a different character blueprint, which is inherited from the mount character. I have just added the flying logic, very simple, and I'm just using it as a base flying mount character blueprint with all of the flying mounts. So the inheritance is very active here. So let's go how this system works. The overlap, there's a box collision. You will edit from here, and in the viewport you will just choose its size. You will get to provide overlap information function, and you will provide some values needed. You can see them like this, and you can get the mount, the active mount character object. And this is mount button. This is mount button. This is going to be your dismount button in the character. Dismount, mount and dismount events. So we are going to use this function. There are some montage left, montage right, ascent begin time, ascent sit time. Similarly here in the dismount function, and I need some components from the character, which I am using this simple function to get them. So let's talk about this begin times, and what they mean. So I'm using the horse anim set from Mabus Animations. Let's take a look at a usual mount animation, right? This is a mount animation, and this is a montage of the mount animation. In a usual mount animation, there are three sections. First section where you initialize the animation and go to begin point. This is this mount lock left. We'll see it in the example of horse. So this is like this, right? And this will be that location. This is called the ascent begin time. So you will directly get this begin time. This is the ascent begin time, and the second section is the ascent. You see there is just ascent in the positive set direction, no rotations, no anything. So this is the ascent duration. And you see this will be the duration of the montage multiply window. And there will be the sit time, the mount turn to sit after the ascent, and this is going to be the sit time. And in the dismount animation, you will see it is similar but a bit different. So this is the begin time, dismount turn begin time, begin of the notify window. This is the dismount turn duration of the notify window, and the grounded time where your character is on the ground. This will be this time. So if you notice, it's always same with the animations. For mounting, you are going to always use same pattern, these three sections, and for dismounting, same as well. So if you, for example, take a look at a dragon is 3 times, 4 times bigger than a horse. So you may want to change your animation. You may want to initialize it and use a custom animation with a climbing animation here, and it will have a longer ascent window. You can use a custom animation. For that reason, I'm providing these informations with the mount character information you got. You can just get them. You can just get the world transform, and you can be like get this one too, and put a minus and be like, if it's bigger than 1000, use a different animation and put a different animation here. That's why I let you to choose montage during the function begin. So this should be clear. And I'm using this is riding for the animation blueprint, and I'm just going to record the riding state. It's just a simple idle. You do whatever you want. These animation parts, you can change it however you want. So I'm using in-place animations, this root motion animation, but I locked the root position, so it will behave as in place. So this system is very easy to set up. I'm going to provide the example project as well, so you can check it in detail. Uh, don't have to just watch the video. I will provide a demo with these 3 animals. So let's take a look at the flying mount system. Very simple. This is the fly, multiply replicated is flying, and then setting movement mode. This is the basic flying setup. So let's take a look at the animation blueprint. This is also very simple. I'm getting the speeds is flying from the character, and this is also for the horse I'm using, and you can just use however you want. Use blend spaces or set up the locomotion however you want. If it's flying. This is very basic setup. So I'm using the horse anim set from the Marbles animations in quadruped creatures. I will just give a quick quick look. For the horses and for the rider animations, I'm using this. And for the dragon, I'm using this. It's really nice. I hope you'll enjoy this plugin, and thank you for watching. And let me know for the problems or if you have any questions.